Okay.
Hi, this is Courtney again. So if you haven't noticed, that I'm finishing, this is part 2, I am finishing up the triple single charm. And we were on this is how much I have done already. It is probably really hard to see because I have glitter. And so it might be hard to see, but I'm just doing my best. Okay, so right now I already have this done. And so now you take the other one and we go to these 3 pegs. Oh, wait. I just did this wrong. Never mind. Okay, so all you have to do is just take off that one thing. Okay, so you know how you loop and it should be like pointing towards you? You do it like this. Wait, make sure your rubber bands are down, and you want to make sure it's like that. And then you take the other one and make sure your rubber bands are down because it's really hard to get these. And then you just keep going until, and this is the last one that you'll be putting in it. We skip this top one. And then, so now you need a cap band. And this is where, so you take this with your 2 fingers, you twist it, you turn it back upon itself, and then you set it right there. And then so when you're looping, you take this part and you pull that back, and you want to do the middle because that's the last one you did. And so you reach in with your hook and grab that one and you put it in there. So it's like kind of the triple single, but not really, because you start with this one when you're looping. So so I did this already, and now I will be doing, and then you just basically keep doing the middle. And you could pause the video here if you need to wait, because I'm not that fast, but I might be fast for you if you're beginning and you want a charm. So. And there. Okay, now it should look, Dad. Okay, now it should look something like this. Okay, so if it looks like that, you're doing it right so far. Okay, then you take, again, this part, and you do your cap band, and you take your hook in for the blue, and then you wrap it around here. And then you just keep on going with that. And you can pause the video here if you need it. And the last is over here. You want to make sure these, okay, you want to make sure these bands are like pushed down so that you have enough room. Okay, now you take, oh yeah, never mind. Okay, so you go back to the cap band and you, with your hook, you grab that and wrap it around. And then go all the way down to the bottom. Grab that one, and you can pause the video here again if you need it. And I like how it forms this teardrop shape so that you make sure so that you know you're doing it right. But if some point, this is what I got when it was really weird. If you don't, this is what I thought like was that helps you form the teardrop shape. You pull, so like I'm just gonna take this and then you pull this. So like it's already done, but if you pull this, then you do that, it can form the teardrop shape. And then you grab this last band right down here. Do that. Okay, now lastly with your last, well for orange for me, the last band, you go into here, but you want to make sure it's all pushed up. And you want to take your hook and you want to go into the channel or thing. Okay, and you want to make sure it's like that, and you want to make sure that you have this, and then you take it and you go back and you put over. So then you make sure it's up, so it should be like that, and then you take this one right here, it might be hard, and you take it
We're in a sandcastle.
over here, and then you want to pull this a little bit so that it forms a knot, and then you take it off. Then you go back into the channel or whatever you want to call it, and you take it to the thickest part, and you want to try and take it off carefully. I do this part with my fingers, and then I go and take it off, and you want to be very careful, and then you just take it out. There you have the triple single charm.